I should have ended recording anyways before that because of the music stuff.
This is our moment.
Oh, right.
Waited
It's
all
not like I'm
our
looking at
lives.
something fucking weird.
Yeah,
It's
we've
like
been
Ed's videos.
chosen. We will rise.
It's not like
This
Joe's
is
Shack or
our
some
time.
bullshit. Right?
Our time. It takes a whole life
Grabbing.
to climb your way to the top, but it only takes a second to fall. 1 minute, you can have everything.
So Fane, how you been doing? I know you already like beat the Keystone Master.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, other than that, kind of just hanging around.
Oh yeah. You plan on leveling anything?
That was my main goal for season 1.
You plan
What
on
was that?
I said you plan on leveling anything else?
Yeah, I'm leveling this druid, and then I'll probably work on him, getting him geared up and shit.
Oh shit, I didn't even realize you were 64. Well, you're welcome to my groups all week.
Heck yeah, thank you. Yeah, I already got a level in this, so that's pretty good.
Wait till we get the dungeons where we can skip every boss to the end. Sorry. It's just too bad this isn't Missa Pandera.
A lot of
Buy
that
those
there.
faster.
Missa Pandera is faster, but you can't skip any bosses.
You get to use your cloak too, don't you, or no?
The
legendary one?
Oh, I don't even know. I was around during the Timeless Isles period, but like I didn't get my cloak during that.
Oh, I'm just wondering if it benefits you, like, stat-wise.
Probably does. I mean, BFA gear still benefits you, along with the necklace from there. So yeah, it probably still works.
Yeah, it just sucks they took rid of the legacy tier. That was fun, running those.
Oh yeah, because you collect
You
all
just
those
speed
fucking
and fucking
legendaries.
dude,
Yeah,
demolish them.
I
Yeah, I
literally
had a
have
demon hunter that had all my legendaries, my
Yeah.
best in slots, and
me too. I managed to collect every legendary during the Legion stuff, except for the one that I fucking wanted. It was like 15% match. I'm like, god damn it! I guess I'll just
Damn.
buy it. I guess I'll just buy it. Yeah, like literally every single legendary. I'm like, is this it? Was that it? Was that my? That was the other fucking ring.
damn.
Whatever. So I used to run these all the time on my druid, but like druids feel incredibly slow now, like compared to tank or paladin. Alright, not tank, the paladin. Oh my god, my brain shut off. Warrior or paladin.
Yeah, warrior paladin's probably your best bet for speed and mobility.
Oh, I've got like almost no mobility as a paladin. I can't wait for that next patch where they're more or less gonna give me a heroic leap as a
Hell
paladin.
yeah.
Oh, thank God. I don't want to put a fucking talent point in. It's like, this makes your charger last slightly longer. This talent gives you a second charge. I'm like, I should have fucking 2 chargers in the first place. That's a lame talent. I'm not gonna pick that. Over DPS or defense. I mean, yeah, it's useful when I'm trying to be quick, but like, very specifically situation. My fucking brain's going off. It's all based off situation. Like I use disrupt and shout. I put 2 points into that. So I have disrupt and shout, and then I have, when I use it, it also interrupts all spellcasting and silences anyone for 6 seconds.
Damn.
I'm like, yeah, right? So it's a mass taunt, it's a mass interrupt, and it's a mass silence. I'm like, that is incredibly useful. I'm going to lose that often enough to justify the talent point. Charger, no. Alright, I'm pulling everything to the boss.
Yep.
Wow, it's only 2 a.m. It's gonna be a good night. It's gonna be a good night. I got a feeling.
Damn, we're in the
fine.
same time zone.
I'm fine. I'm talking to my dude over here.
Yeah, yeah.
My health dropped. Don't worry about it. I was popping my fucking cooldowns.
Okay.
I popped my shields and shit. So, Vane, where do you live?
Minnesota, United
Okay.
States.
Okay. Oh, I live in St. Louis in Canada.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right above me.
I'm out of Seattle, but I spent a lot of time in Wisconsin, and I heard your accent. And I was like, I knew you're from somewhere around there.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I go to Wisconsin a lot. Buddy's got a cabin down there.
Oh, nice.
Wisconsin, isn't that the place with cheese?
Yes.
Yep. Yep. Cheese and beer.
Good place.
It really is. I miss it.
Fuck yeah.
You know how when you go to like a Mexican restaurant and they put chips and sauce on the table for free? It was like that with cheese curds everywhere in Wisconsin.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I don't have that here in Seattle.
And their beer's so much cheaper too. I just go over there to drink on the weekends and it's like $4 cheaper for a mixed drink.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, it's nuts.
Honestly, based off your views, Striker, I'm kind of surprised you live in Seattle.
Oh, yeah, I know. Well, I don't live in Seattle.
Okay. I have friends who live near there, and they're like, "Oh my god, it's just constant." They don't use the word toxic often because they know I'm like, don't fucking use that. People lose that on me. I'm like, I'm not even toxic. I'm just kind of a dick sometimes. And they're like, I don't want to go up to Seattle.
Yeah, no, I hate going to Seattle. It's just it's like pure homeless tents as far as I can see. Little Hoovervilles everywhere.
Yeah, that's what Cali's turning into too.
Yeah, my ex was from Cali.
I go to Vegas a lot. I love that place.
Oh man, me too.
Buying a third house out there.
Did I just pull that?
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know
I'm hoping to close on it this summer.
I don't know if you're
Oh,
serious,
nice.
man. He says third
Oh,
house. I don't know if
Yeah, I'll be
he's fucking
Airbnb.
fucking
I'll be
with me.
Airbnb and shit.
Oh, nice job, man. This sounds like a good plan.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, Vegas is pretty fun to go out to. But
Oh, I love it. I go there 7 to 8 times a year.
they're starting to get those problems too, with homeless and like aggressive homeless. If they think you're filming them on purpose, oh, they'll follow you.
Right? Yeah, it's getting worse on the strip too.
Yeah.
And like the
And
security guards aren't even caring.
That's what I'm talking
A couple
about.
of years
the
ago,
shit.
you know, they were all open. And like if they saw homeless people, they'd kick them out right away. But now they're letting them in and, you know, being less lenient.
Over here, like some cities are just giving them bus tickets to Seattle. A lot of the surrounding areas. It's like nothing else they can do.
Yeah, Minnesota's got that fucking bus, that free bus ride, so you can go from Chicago to Duluth to Minnesota, and then you go to Wisconsin, and you can go up to North Dakota,
Wow.
all on one bus. So you can collect 4 state checks.
Oh my god.
Are you serious?
Yep. So all the homeless do that once a month.
All I have to do
And
is
each
hop
state
on a
is
bus.
like $200.
That's. I don't know what to say to that. Again, I know some people who like go to Vegas. I'm like, why are you paying this amount of money to stay at a hotel? And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, if you just get the rewards thing, they give you like 4 nights comp. Are you
Oh, yeah,
serious? I'm like, yeah. They gave you like $100 in food and credit because you know they bumped it down this year. They used to give
Oh
you
yeah,
like
they just handle comp. You know,
yeah.
if you spend a lot, they actually fly you out for free.
Oh yeah. I'm not spending that type of money. I was gold tier last year. I didn't.
Yeah, the last time I went there, I stayed there for 3 weeks and it was all paid for, the hotel and everything.
Oh, I don't spend money like that thing.
Yeah, I blow dumb money down there. It's horrible.
I got nothing to
Yeah,
do. Just sit here and stare at my feet, I guess.
Yeah, my last trip was a couple months ago, and I blew 8 grand.
8,000? Oh my god.
Yeah, just on slots.
Holy shit. How'd you do?
Well, you blew
Lost it all.
8,000, so.
Yeah, I lost it all.
Sorry. I'm fucking the same
So
now.
so last week I was down there, I just boozed it up.
That's alright. Last time I was down there, I got drunk and I more or less hanged out with Cat. Kept my mind off the it.
Yeah, it's always fun to go down there, just people watch too, you know, you go down on Fremont and just
Oh,
get
yeah.
a bunch of beers and watch people. Last time I was down there, I saw a stripper trying to fight this dude.
Like role playing?
No, they're straight up trying to duke it out because they're taking, like, the dude is getting more tips than the stripper. Because it was one of those those guy that you pick his motion. So he
Wow.
stands still, and then you give him like $1, and then you can move him wherever, and he has to stand still until somebody else gives him another $1, and I was pissing her off.
Vegas is weird on the sense that some places prostitution is legal, other places it's escort.
Yeah, they like the term bunny at some of the places.
It's weird. It's a
Okay.
weird
Yeah,
thing.
they got a bunny farm and. Yeah, my buddy tried ordering one last time we were down there, but it's $500 for them just to show up at your hotel. It's not including anything. So he's like, "What the fuck? $500 just for you to show up?"
Just for you to show up.
Yeah. What now? What do I have to pay you to do something? You know?
$500. So he paid it because he said this to her.
Oh no, he didn't pay. He's just like, "What the fuck? You know, I'm done. I don't need this." And she walked off and probably in another hotel room. That ended up paying the 500.
Yeah, that's just incredible. I never really understood the concept of paying for sets. Like you get something out of it too,
Right?
right? You like it too. Why the fuck am I paying you? But like when I was with the Fs, like I was a virgin before I met her. And it's like apparently I caught on to that whole thing really quickly. And so I'm just like, yeah, you know, I'm kind of like the guy from Game of Thrones where it's like you paid for all these hookers and then they just gave you the money back.
Podrick.
You bought it. It's like
On the rod.
They didn't accept your coins? No. Okay, pull up a chair. pour him a drink. What's your secret? I maybe versions are just better. I don't fucking know. I tell people I'm like I fucked like a tank, and people who want to be sarcastic like drunk. I'm like
A lot of damage.
good point. Not drunk. Oh, just constantly paying attention to everything. Let me intervene here. There you go, my dude. Put a shield on
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
He's damaged a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's very weird to be good at something that you've never done before. I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes it's natural, you know.
Yeah, I guess. I had one girl who's like, "No, it's okay, Tim. You'll find somebody else. You know that. How about Tinder? You can find." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, Tinder. All right. Fucking, am I trying to find a hookup or am I trying to find a mate?" And they're like, "Come on, there's a lot of wholesome girls on Tinder." I'm like, "Yeah, you got that
Why
first
not
part
in
right."
today's world?
Oh no, I told her, I'm like, "You got that first part right." She's like, "The first part?" I'm like, "There's a lot of hoes on Tinder."
Right.
I'm like, if you just want to hook up, that's fine, as long as like both people like understand this is what it is. But like, I want more than that. It's like Tinder isn't really my thing. Got it. There you go. I got everything. I'm stunned, but I got everything. Fucking love disrupting. When I was tanking before Town Tree, I never used to lose that. Okay, you guys are making me feel really self-conscious now, because once I started talking about my sex life, everybody just got dead quiet. Come on now. You know,
I'm like zoning out and then getting hit by bombs. Trying to.
I had the old man at work and another guy who was like up in age, like wanted to give me pointers before I visited like the girl, because she lives out in California. And they're like, "Okay, if she gets on top, you're gonna pop instantly." I'm like, that wasn't the case, but like, I told them like, "You guys didn't tell me that it would hurt the first time." They're like, "Oh, right. We forgot about that." Fucker. Like, they're like, "Did it stop you?" I'm like, "No, it didn't stop me. It's just, it would be nice to like have a heads up. Hey, it's gonna be painful the first time. Just deal with it." So, Fane, how many of these are you doing this week?
I'm down to do quite a bit.
Alright.
Maybe I can get a couple tunes leveled up.
Sorry about that. Forgot there was one more cage. Started walking down memory lane over here.
It'd be nice to see that moat finally drop.
Oh, Magister Terrace?
The
Yeah,
other
the
one.
one off the random bosses.
Oh,
The dragon.
no, yeah, he's talking about the time walking map.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. Yeah, you're talking about the White Hawk?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that one.
Oh, nice.
Don't tell Zelda.
Hey, if it drops, you guys can fight for it.
I mean, I don't need that. I already got it. Like, in Shadowlands, I turned time walking into a drinking game. And now I'm an alcoholic, so who's the real winner? I'm joking, I'm not really an alcoholic.
Just on this week. On time order.
Yeah. But that's how it always was, like, when I started doing this. Like, during time walking week, I'm allowed to drink. But then I started doing Mythic Plus, I'm like, okay, I need a shot. Fane, you should have been in last night's run. You would understand why I needed a shot. We had 2 runs where the healer, one of the runs, the healer almost left immediately. Because we're doing Naku offensive, and they're like, you gotta interrupt the horn. The horn is what's killing us. I'm like, the horn's not doing shit to you. I'm recording the run. It's not the horn. It's the fact that you didn't get the fuck away from the bird. Like the bird wants a horn. Like the horn amplifies CDS, but it's all physical damage against a warrior tank. So
yeah, I was doing a shadow last night, and the tank was crying and bitching, and he waited to the very last boss and just sat in front of it and left. He got all pissed off and just left. Last boss, we were timing and everything, and he just left.
I would report shit like that. I would I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he wasted all of our time because
Yeah,
he was yelling at the healer for not healing him, and so he waited to the very last boss and said, "Take that," and left.
I would report that for deranking on purpose. I don't care if that's what is actually classified. They need a report system for like, I'm going to leave just out of spite.
Yeah, he wasted our time, and at least kill the fucking boss. You know, we had 13 minutes left and everything, and he just wanted to get at the healer for no reason.
Well, that's kind of like what Striker was talking about, where at least it was done like before the first boss in J Tempo, where it's like, this guy joins the group, doesn't know what he's joining, doesn't know the keystone, or like the key level, and then it's like, go. And like, there's a recording of me saying, I'm like, this guy's gonna be a fucking drama, I already know, I don't even know why we're even doing this. The moment I start the fight, he runs, aggroes both paths, wipes the group, and then leaves within 20 seconds to start the fight. Literally just, I'm like, I'm so fucking done with these people.
Yeah, fucking pugging sucks ass.
Yeah, tell me about it, brother. Alright, that's another swig. Who's drinking with me?
I forgot to get some.
Bitch.
Tomorrow, or whenever the next day we do this.
We'll be doing it tomorrow.
For sure. Okay.
I think this week is a good week to try and push Mythics, so we might be pushing Mythics on Thursday.
That works for me. I'll actually be here on Thursday, so
cool. Well, Thursday's my off day, but it all really depends on how intoxicated I get tomorrow night. But other people I know like want to push. Where are you guys?
Right.
Alright.
Yeah, if I'm on, I'll help you guys push and do a couple.
Cool. Or maybe you got characters in the
appreciate that.
10-13 range.
Oh, of course.
Wait, is it
Yeah,
Fane
I think
or
they gave me
Mikiko?
It's Fangs.
Yeah, Fane is just... Fane got this done within, what was it, 4 weeks?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could have had it done earlier if I tried, but the first 2 weeks I was kind of just gearing up, you know, getting my best in slots.
Okay, relax. Everybody knows you're a badass.
Yeah, I think this week they gave me a 14, so we can push that out.
Cool. I'm dying a little bit. I'm fine.
I guess those bubbles is some kind of anti-magic thing or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They are.
I'll be sure to not stand in this.
They magic damage taken reduced by 75, healing reduced by 75. So good if only like us stand in it. Bad if they stand in it. I guess. I don't fucking know. I'm getting a little bit intoxicated. Just a little bit.
Oh, it's actually bad for us to be in there too. It reduces heals by 75%. But I thought this boss... Oh, no, I guess this boss doesn't have ability where you gotta stand in it.
Could you kill the crystal, I think, right? I haven't done this in years.
Yep, that's what it is. Yeah, otherwise you absorb it, yeah.
Kill the past, prevent the future. Is that Christos? Was that in Kingdom Hearts, or is that only Final Fantasy?
Wow. I only played the first Kingdom Hearts. I don't remember that.
I tried playing through the first game, and I'm just like, I don't know if it's towards the end, but I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck is going on anymore. Why is Chip and Dale working on my fucking ship?
My gummy ship.
My gummy ship. That I, for some reason, tried to make look badass? Question mark?
Good luck with that.
I tried.
Well, I used all my cooldowns already. This room would have been fun. Damn it.
The Striker, like I said, isn't time walking with me more enjoyable than Mythic Plus?
Yeah, I mean, there's something to be said about like doing Mythic Plus and actually getting gear and shit. But yeah,
That's nice progress, but it's
generally
stressful
speaking-
shit.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
I can't get blind, singing drunk in Mythic Plus, so I have to be responsible. I mean, not this week, not with Volcano and like Boaster and Shout, like fuck those assholes. Boaster and Shout's not having to do much against me.
yeah, I'm not super tuned in on Mythics, but I did look at the affixes and they seem like they're pretty easy ones. Am I wrong?
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. Volcanic is basically an affix that happened. Saying what was it, week 3 or 4? It was during like one of the most easiest runs. It was 4-2 week, where it was like you just move and that's it.
Yeah, that was the best week.
Everything's dodgeable. There's not no tornadoes or bleeds or maybe was it the week where it was the volcano and it's just when the enemy dies it drops the puddle, so it just requires that.
Yep. Yeah, I think that
was a super easy week because both of those are more or less avoidable. So yeah, this week might be a pretty easy week to try and push some stuff. Which sucks because I'm gonna be doing time walking a lot this week.
They did that shit on purpose.
Well, it's also one of those things why I'm like, time walking needs to be more than just once every 3 fucking weeks. Back to the door. Everybody needs back to the door.
Yeah, it just sucks that Tran this week is horrible.
What this week is horrible?
The boss buff.
Oh, Tyrannical.
Yeah, so
okay.
you're gonna want to stay away from Knock and
Chorus Stars.
yeah, that's another one you kind of want to avoid. I mean, lower keys is not too bad. You definitely want to keep it under 13 for those two.
I mean, as Chorus Stars, it wouldn't be that bad as long as you have like a group that knows like how to communicate. Like I can interrupt the imps on the first spawn. Make sure you have cleave on the next.
Yeah, we
spawn.
two-timed. Me and my guild least two-timed it or two-started on a 15 or 16.
Yeah, it's just you want to make sure everyone's able to interrupt those things. Everything else is more or less cake. You know, unless you have a dumbass warrior who throws a fucking weapon and goes 2 passive enemies when he's not trying to do that. Aside from that,
You would do that though.
I don't know. Fucking idiots.
Oh, I'm charmed.
Time to kill him.
Nah.
Oh no, I'm 100% serious. I try to kill my teammates when they get charmed. Don't ever turn against me. You will regret it. Anybody else got any stories? I feel like I'm doing all the talking here.
I got shit.
Funny ha-has?
I got shit, but I really don't enjoy this monk. I don't know what it is, but I'd rather be on my warrior right now.
Is it because I'm... Wait, I'm not beating your ass. Right, I'm not the paladin. The paladin's beating your ass? Is that... I'm
No, it
stunned.
has nothing to... Even if I was doing amazing, I don't think I'd be enjoying myself. I just...
Need more
I don't
chi.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just...
Just dance around the boss a little bit.
Hold
Do a
on.
little left and right.
way too much
Oh.
fun with my warrior.
Hold on, if you need more chi, I think I might know an Asian girl.
Hmm?
Get loose to it. I say a lot of racist shit all the time, not about other races, but also about myself. Who put that?
Probably a fear, honestly.
Like, I think I already told Stryker about the whole Elizabeth Warren thing, where it's like she thought she was Native American because she has high cheekbones and no ass. I'm like, you clearly don't know what Native American girls look like. Like, that is a stereotype, and if we're a race based off stereotypes, then I must be black because I got a big dick. The only ones that don't think that's funny are white guys who are out. I've never said that to a black guy, and it's like, that's not funny. That's completely racist. It's like, not saying all white guys find that joke offensive, but only white guys find that joke offensive. Alright, everybody get in here. I'm starting the boss. Wait, wait. Oh, he did something. Oh, he did something. I forgot he did that. My dude, it's on you.
I got it, no problem.
I mean, would it be faster if we just die? Fane, I forgot he did that. So...
I think if we bring him down, he'll shoot us all up in the air, and they might shoot him in.
So I forgot that if you pull the group to the boss doesn't... Oh my god, my brain is dying. It skips his dialogue.
Oh.
Yeah, so Fane, before you joined, we were talking about I castrated myself and I'm like, oh fuck, I did this wrong. I should have pulled the group to the boss, you know. So he plays out his dialogue while we're fighting. I completely forgot he doesn't do his dialogue. If you
That's smart that they added that though. That's crazy. I wonder why.
Okay, well, you know, we killed everything else, right? Fane, just kill the Macus. Okay, my dude, on you. Killed. Okay, 2%. Okay, cool.
Close to the door, we could probably res. Oh, no.
Oh, no, there's still ads. Damn.
Wait. No, they weren't. They were... What?
What's
Wait,
going
so
on?
they revive themselves if you do that?
Interesting.
I didn't
You got the
even
Phoenix blood.
I never knew that. Okay, my bad. I own it.
I think if we all run in, we should be okay. Just that the door closed.
Well, now that we don't have ads, it's gonna do that dialogue.
Yeah. If we cross that.
I might have pulled the ads back here.
Okay. Okay.
I might have did the dumb, and I should be fine. But
Oh,
Fane,
you went the other way.
I went the way that everybody else went, and don't engage. Just
I got
ignore them. Fane, I'm a much better player than this. This is just like, what is
Are you
this,
kidding?
eight shots in, 8 swipes in. Oh my god, this is embarrassing. Alright, so I didn't hug left.
Hold on. Oh, wait. It's fightinirish.
Alright, I'm almost there, boys.
Yeah.
Fane, you got some Peter War?
Hey, Fang,
What's
which one
that?
are you playing on?
The feral druid.
Oh, the druid. Okay, I thought maybe you're the paladin. I was curious.
Alright, sorry about that. Fane, it doesn't help with Stampede and Roar if I'm already right here.
Yeah. Yeah, I popped it for the healer to come get you.
Alright. Alright, is everybody in?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna start the boss fight. My bleed should kill everything else. It's weird that it spawns everyone else back. I never knew it did that.
They're not even part of the boss, are they?
No. Because
That's really weird.
when the 3 of us died, there was just the Sunblade Magister left at 2%. I'm like, oh, well, you know, at least we still have, like, just that person left. And it's like, nope, just revives everyone else. Well, that's my bad. That's my fuck up. I own it. I'll do a shot afterwards.
Vicious cycle.
That sounds like a reward now.
Yeah.
Well, would you like it to be a shot of water?
There's your discipline.
Would you like it to be a shot of tea? I can be like those British bastards. I don't drink liquor. Oh, you fucking buzzkill. Fucking tell me you don't drink liquor. You have liquor stores. There's enough of you assholes who drink liquor.
I mean, I don't drink, but
Are you serious?
I'll make an exception. I'll make an exception for you tomorrow.
Well, if you don't drink or if you don't drink, then smoke. If you don't drink or if you don't smoke, then drink.
I don't do either.
You a good boy?
I guess.
Okay.
I just don't like the. I just don't like feeling sedated. It makes me feel anxious. I got nothing against it. I don't give a shit.
Who sings that song? We were just talking about this last night. Is that Green Day?
So I thought you were talking about the Ramones song. I want to be
Yeah.
sedated. I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's it. Or maybe it's American Idiot. I think they have like sedated lyrics. All right, so am I doing a shot of whiskey or a shot of water?
A shot of coffee, apparently.
I'm drinking Mountain Dew.
Oh my god, there's only 3 times. These 3 went by slow, I feel like. Maybe it's just I hate the monk.
He got 69. Nice.
What?
He'll figure it out. There you go. I helped him figure it out.
Little hint.
Well, I have this bit at work where I constantly look for the work phone that has 69 on the back of it. And the boss knows what I'm doing when I'm looking for the phones.
Oh.
It's like, looking for your phone? I'm like, yeah. Why you do that? Because I also return my work phone, or I try to, with like 69% power left on the battery. Like, that's a fucking weird thing to start doing. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Gotta have fun. I'm broke. like, boss, yeah, gotta have fun, all right? This place fucks everyone else over, all right? You gotta make a joke. If everybody else thinks it's funny, it's funny to me, all right? Like, I guess.
What do you do for work?
Nothing great, just housekeeping for a hospital.
There you go.
Frontline worker, and then they told us if we don't get the fucking vaccine, we're garbage. So take that for what it is. Yeah, it is fucked up. It's like, hey, we really appreciate you. Get the vaccine or get the fuck out.
Hey, oh, but before, you know, they want you to work with the sick people that have it.
Yeah. Oh, you have no idea. Oh, bruh, I work second shift. Like, you have no idea how much shit I saw. Like, the number of violations. That whole bullshit with the thermometers at the front door. Those thermometers are rigged. Like, they're designed to get the workers into work. Because I showed up with like a 99.9 temp. And they're like, yeah, you know, you run a little temp, but you're still fine. And then, like, me being me, if I order pizza or donuts or something, I'll share with like the people at the front door. I'm like, hey brother, you want some? He's like, oh yeah. So, like, the guy saw me and he's like, Tim, what the hell is wrong with you? You look terrible. I'm like, I know, I lost all the color in me. The heartless, they got me. He's like, okay, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, I wasn't feeling this well today. He's like, yeah? What were you running? I'm like, 99.9. He's like, you're running at a 99.9 temp? I'm like, yeah, what's this deal? He's like, you're not running at 99.9 temp, you're running at 101.9 temp.
Jesus.
I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, these things are designed to get you guys into work. They're not telling you the truth. I'm like, how?
Damn, that's fucked up.
Who did it? Who's the little bitch that did it?
Not me.
One of you did it.
Shit, it looks like mine did it.
Whatever.
Melee.
This is the only boss that's kind of weird when it comes to skipping, because she like double bats immediately once you engage the enemies. So yeah, I was running 101.9 temp going into work. So and then when COVID started, like, we started coming out of the blue, right? So it went from like, what was it, 14 days to 10 days to like 7 days of like, how much time do you need to recover? And then like it went down to like 5 days or some bullshit like that. And my boss came back when he still had COVID. I'm like, are you okay? He's like, no. I'm like, you still have it? He's like, yeah. I'm like, why'd you fucking come back? He's like, because they made me. Like, we only have so many number of days that this covers. I'm like, so they don't actually give a fuck if you have COVID, as long as you're more or less able to work.
Jesus, that's fucked up.
That's a fucking hospital. I knew somebody in security.
They're not treating the patients, they're giving the patients that shit.
I still know somebody from security who had COVID, and they ask you like, well, what are your symptoms? Okay, well, until symptoms worsen, you're still reported to report into work.
Jesus.
That's
the
what,
hospital.
Oh, this is any like, oh shit. That's my dude.
No problem.
Appreciate that.
The hospitals were getting like stipends for people that were sick with COVID, weren't they? So probably in their best interest to get them sick.
I'm not gonna say which hospital I work for.
That's
Yeah, because I'm also recording this. I don't want to get fired. But our place was one of the last place. Like, the hospitals are generally, at least in our area, they have like just zones of hospitals where like you can go to 5 hospitals in like 10 minutes of each other, or 5 minutes of each other. So like our place was like the last place to actually give out the bonus for like working with hazardous patients or under hazardous contagions. And it was only until a attorney was contacted by the working staff that our hospital actually paid out the money that they were given by the government to give to their workers to cover like hazard working. It was like other hospitals paid out in like April or May. Ours didn't do it till like late September.
Damn.
And they're like, okay.
They're
well,
loading your shit.
And then they try to be like, well, you know, because we really appreciate you guys. I'm like, no one's fucking buying this shit anymore. No one believes this shit anymore. You got called out by a attorney who investigates shit like this. About organizations giving government grants or money for specific purposes, and they investigate organizations that don't pay that to the employees. So it wasn't until that, so a lot of people were complaining, as they should. And
Oh
then
yeah,
they're like,
that's right.
they're like, okay, well we hear you guys, and we're giving this. I'm like, you're not doing it from the fucking goodness of your heart. You're doing it because you got caught. You tried to keep it for yourself, and you got caught. If you just like with somebody else I know, Striker knows who I'm talking about. Don't be fucking two-faced. Gotta be an asshole. Just be an asshole. Don't be a fucking two-faced. But yeah, I saw. I need to. I'm not leaving the party, but I need to teleport now because I need to repair my shit again. But I saw nurses have nervous breakdowns where these nurses would work with like moms and babies, so no people with no immune systems. People with no immune systems, and they would pull these nurses from these floors to work with COVID patients, and then the next day put them back with moms and babies.
Damn, that's fucked up. Especially the kids. They can't handle that.
Moms that can't handle it either. Like, these are moms
Right.
who just gave birth. They have no immune system. And so these nurses who gave a fuck were having like nervous breakdowns in my area. It was like, you can't just pull me to work with COVID patients and then put me back with the babies.
Oh wow.
So yeah,
No, that's
like,
fucked up.
hospitals were doing a lot of fucked up shit that normal people don't know about. Like, I've worked for that place for about 14 years, so it's like I know way too much shit. Like, if I got COVID, I got COVID, but like if I got COVID like super bad, like I'm not going to ICU. I'm not interested in going to ICU because I see all the bullshit ICU nurses do. If you're a suicide patient, you're assigned to the ICU. And suicide patients, we take the needle box out of the room. It can't be in the room because you could hurt yourself with it. ICU nurses have openly told people, housekeepers, that if you take the needle box out of the room, you can just leave that on the floor outside the door.
What the fuck?
Most
This
is a we'll reach here. Most
That's
housekeepers. Do what?
I said someone didn't select their role or something.
Yeah, I think this is paladin.
So most housekeepers will just do what they're told because they don't want confrontation.
I think he's still going on about that. Whatever 69 you said.
Jesus.
It went over. Yeah, no shit, bud. All right. So most housekeepers do as they're told if they don't want a confrontation. I outright say I'm not doing this, and they're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "I'm not leaving a nail box outside the patient's room when they're a suicide patient for your convenience." And they're like, "Well, we still need it." And I'm like, my mother's a tech. I have 2 nurses in my family. I might just be a dumb housekeeper, but I know what the state and OSHA says. Like, you are not getting me to leave this house. Well, this is completely unacceptable. I'm like, I couldn't care less.
That could be on you if you did, you know?
Absolutely. Not only best case scenario, I lose my job. Worst case scenario, they sue me for liability.
Yeah, they come after you, the insurance would come after your insurance, and
that's exactly what I said. I'm like, not only could I lose my job, but I'm liable if that patient hurt themselves due to my negligence. They're like, well, it doesn't work like that. I'm like, yes, it does.
it's like giving a bank robber a gun because he didn't have his.
I'm like, if you walk into an ICU or just a hospital, just say a hospital, and you're concerned about your grandparent or whatnot, and you're not paying attention to your little ones because it's a hospital, it's supposed to be a safe setting, and they see a shiny red box on the floor. If they reach in or tip that over, they could have a number of different fucking diseases. I'm like, that's not a being on me. I could not care less about the fucking nurses and whatnot. And their inconvenience.
Fuck them, they can walk, they can walk their asses somewhere else to get it.
Well, I flat out said, I'm like, if you have an idea on where I can find a crash cart, because that's what's required. You're required to have a crash cart. It's one of these bots carts that have a needle box holder on it. Like, if you have an idea on where the crash cart is, I will go get it for you. But you're not getting me there's no intimidation, there's no convincing. I'm not leaving this up here. And like, some nurses have outright tried to call my boss to try and report me. And the boss is like, it's against violation, like it's against OSHA. Like, we're not gonna tell him to do it because while he might have told you more or less to go fuck yourself, he's still right. And did that person just? Oh, you know what? Don't remove them because there's a bug, and I think it's still active where when you're trying to spawn into a time walking dungeon, it sometimes just disconnects you.
Okay.
But yeah, these nurses have tried to report me. They've tried to like take it to the bosses, take it to HR, and everybody's like, no, he's right. You're not supposed to be doing it this way.
Fuck no.
And so it's like, not as much worry about like my own, like people could sue me or shit over it. But like, think about it, like if a kid got into it, all they see is a shiny red box. That kid's life is completely cut down.
Oh, that'd be the worst. Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah. Now they have cancer or something else that could have been avoided if I just spoke.
Great.
So
no, good for you. Don't let them. Yeah, don't let them fucking do that to you.
It's no problem. ICU nurses fucking hate my guts. Every other employee like fucking love me. ICU nurses, they just want simplicity.
Oh, fuck them.
Yeah, tell me about it. But yeah, it's always an issue, and my boss has just never sent me up there. Like, Tim's not gonna leave it outside the room. He's not gonna do what they want him to do. There's no point in sending them. Like, if they don't have a crash cart, you need to send somebody else. Because you're just pissing him off at this point.
I can't believe the hospital's allowing that still.
Oh, on the ICU.
That lady needs to get fucking out of there.
Oh, it's not just one. It's just ICU nurses in general. I have no idea why the entitlement. But it's only ICU nurses. Like, and The policy more or less states that if we're taking down the needle bots and the needles are past the fill line, we need to contact the nurse to basically remove the needles properly. I'm like, I'm not gonna hassle them over shit like that. Like, and there are needle boxes that are pulled where it's like the needles are sticking out of the top.
Jesus.
I'm not concerned about that. Okay, that's my own safety. Couldn't give less about my own safety. But it's like if there's a code blue or because there's a number of ICU nurses. It's like, well, we're gonna be right outside the room. I'm like, and if there's a code blue and they're a violent patient and there's one of your nurses friends being beaten the fuck up, you're going to leave this patient's bedside to go help them, right? Well, maybe. I'm like, it's not no maybe. You would go to try and provide backup to a friend and another nurse. And whatever happens with this person. No. And so it's gotten a little bit better to where like nurses know, like if they see me, they don't really ask me to leave it outside the room. But still,
Well, they should just change their ways, you know? That should be just set in their mind that that's not alright in general, you know?
well, like I was saying, like on the doors to get in, we have like 4 or 5 ICU units. We have 474, 475, 476, 490, and then we have like 2 or 3 behavioral health units. And make sure everybody runs. Spain, make sure you run, because we're skipping all the bosses in here. So what the fuck was I talking about? Oh, setting in their minds. They're told this. They're absolutely told this because they say the same thing. I've told the secretary. I'm like, call up and tell them this line. I guarantee. I'm writing this stuff down. I'm like, Donna, I'm telling you, they will reply with this. Every time you say something that I write down, they're going to say this, and it's like word for word what I'm writing down. I'm like, it's rehearsed. They're being told how to respond to housekeeping who says no.
Jesus.
And like, our secretary just looks at me and smiles. And when she hands up the phone, she's like, how do you know they were gonna say all that? I'm like, because that's what they always say. They always say they need it, but they never want to acknowledge that it's against the violation, it's against the rules, it's against how we handle things. And it's like, I'm like, Donna, do you want to know how I know they know that they're not supposed to be doing this? She's like, how? I'm like, because anytime State's in the building, I can walk through all these units and never see a red box on the floor. Not a single fucking time. So I know that they know that they're not supposed to be doing it, even though they say that it's never been a problem, because they obey the rules when State's in the building. I see it. Sorry about all this. It's got a lot more deep than I wanted it to get.
It's all good.
Keep in mind, not all nurses are like this, but for whatever reason, it's always ICU. And I don't know if it's because they're busy and they don't want to hunt for a crash cart or what. But
Probably they probably want the easiest scenario without precautions.
And they've like put tape on the floor, like this is where we put the boxes. I'm like, that doesn't stop anybody. I'm like, look, I'm stepping over the tape. Oh, violating the ICU nurse's law. Like, stupid. I'm like, how is he doing such things? Like, but again, it's like most housekeepers, they either don't care or they don't know that you can be held responsible if anything happens.
Oh yeah.
And so I just tell my boss, I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm like, if they want anything, like, that's fine. If you need a takedown and put up, that's fine. But if it's a suicide wash patient room, I will go up there, I will take it out. Some nurse will be like, well, you know, we still need that. And are they not running anything?
And that's all for me. I gotta go to work tomorrow.
All right.
Have a good night. Thanks for coming.
Have a good one, bud.
Yeah, I'll see you guys around. Maybe tomorrow we can do more.
Yeah,
Yeah, sounds good.
Absolutely.
Yep. Good night, guys.
All right, good night.
Yeah, good night.
Welcome back.
Let's leave the instance group fine, and we'll run some more. But yeah, it's just it's only ICU nurses. Striker, are you logging back into your warrior?
Yeah, it's done.
Alright.
Thanks.
Somebody asked me to add them to friends.
I am strong, I am resilient, I go hard, 1 in a million. I'm doing whatever I feel like, I'm staying out late, go all night, I'm popping off, I'm taking off. Take a good look and let it sink in, glitter on me, big life dreaming, no struggle 'cause I'm coming up. Yeah, I came to get loud, won't keep my head down. There's no stopping now, watch out, here I come. I am strong, I am resilient, I go hard, 1 in a million.
So I just got another friend apparently.
Hey, who is that? Was
Cool.
that the
Vinner.
which one? Sorry.
Vinner. I just saw their message. The Paladin.
Oh, the
Yeah, the
Oh,
Paladin,
okay.
Paladin, I think, ran with us for what, like 10 or 15 dungeons?
yeah, he was there for a while.
There for a while. Oh, okay, actually, hold on. I need to go take a look before we start again.
Yeah, I'll be right back too.
Yeah, I came to get loud, won't keep my head down. There's no stopping now, watch out, here I come. I am strong, I am resilient, I go hard, 1 in a million. I am strong, I am the greatest, I go hard, I'm gonna make it. In my best life, I'm a boss like, in the spotlight, doing alright. I am strong, I am resilient, I go hard, 1 in a million. I am strong, I am the greatest, I go hard, I'm gonna make it. In my best life, I'm a boss like, in the spotlight, doing alright.
I'm back.
Legendary like my birthplace.
face. It's my time like my birthday. Born ready in the first place. It's a marathon. Run your race. Don't stop. Keep going. I'm up early. Don't sleep on them. I'm living out my
Alright,
dreams.
I'm back.
And my legacy for the life of
Welcome
me.
back.
I'm good.
Sounds good.
I go get it.
Thank you.
Don't got it. I came with it.
Also, the person was saying everybody in the party can add them to friends if they need a DPS.
When it's free and my energy is on another level and I won't stop. No.
So, like I said, told you yesterday, Striker, I'm like, I make a lot of people friends when doing Promulgate.
I'm kind of surprised we haven't run into anyone that needs the gear yet.
But yeah,
I guess mains are getting it out of the way
that,
for the first time.
that wasn't the only like instance with ICU nurses that's like made me hate them. It's just like I've gotten a call like, hey Tim, we need a curtain put up in 474 bed 9 staff. I'm like, okay. It takes me about 10 minutes to get from my area to where we keep the curtain and then up to the floor. And I got there. Okay, hold on. They just sent me their battle card. So I get up there and there's a curtain in the patient room. And I find this nurse, I'm like, are you the person in court? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, is this the right room? And they're like, oh yeah, I already took care of that. I'm like, yeah. Where did you get the curtain from? They're like, oh, I took it down from room 8. I'm like, was room 8 clean? And it's literally the cartoonish, oh, shrug.
Jesus.
As a nurse. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean you don't know? Nurse just like, the patient needs privacy. I looked at room 8. Yeah, there's blood on the floor. And there's isolation gowns in the trash can. So that might have been a C. diff room. Which means C. diff is highly contagious. So if that was a C. diff room, the patient in room 9 has C. diff now.
Damn.
Like, even if it was just the flu, right? If it was just elderly dealing with the flu. If patient in room 9 has flu A and room 8 has flu B, they got flu B now, but we're only treating for flu A.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
You see a lot of fucked up shit when you work in a hospital setting.
Oh, I believe it.
And I go behind the nursing station. I'm like, yeah, hey, I'd like a word with you. She's like, oh yeah, what? And there's like 3 or 4 other nurses. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And she's like, what? I'm like, I'm just asking a simple question. What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you an idiot? Because if you're an idiot, you probably shouldn't be a nurse.
Right.
And like one of her coworkers is like, excuse me, sir, you can't talk to her that way. I'm like, I can talk to her however the fuck I want to talk to her. And if you guys knew what she just did and you did nothing about it, you're at fault too. And like one nurse was like, what did she do? And I explained, and they're like, I'm out. I'm like, you. And she was like, you can talk to her however the fuck you want to talk to her. I'm out.
Oh,
I'm like,
Jesus.
that girl knows OSHA's rules and regulations. That's a smart girl. And the other ones, I had to literally say, I'm like, you do realize you violated OSHA in a massive way, right? This isn't a slap on your wrist way. I'm like, you went to how many years of nursing school just to have your nursing license removed from you? For this?
Yeah.
And they're like, what, the patient needed privacy? I'm like, the patient needed a nurse who was competent.
Well, yeah, probably a clean ass room, you know?
I'm like, it took me 10 minutes after receiving the call to get up here. This isn't the patient's been waiting for a half an hour or an hour or something like that. I came up here immediately because in the thing it says staff.
Still, you know, they can't be giving you them diseases and shit.
absolutely.
More
It's-
illnesses, you
so-
know.
So my response to her was, I'm like, because she keeps saying other nurses have just outright left the rest. We're sorry, we didn't know anything about this. And I'm like, you should have left when the other nurse left. When I outright explained what happened, you shouldn't be like, we didn't know anything about this. After I tell you, like, you could lose your your license for this. I'm like, that shouldn't be the moral point. So I tell this woman, I'm like, you know what you should have done? Like, if you still have your nursing license past today, what? I'm like, you should have gotten a class sheet that's available to you nurses and thrown it over where the curtain goes and make a makeshift curtain until housekeeping comes up. That's what you should have done. Anyone with common sense would have done that. Instead, not only do you not realize what you did, but you want to argue with me about it. You want to get an attitude. Like, you can't talk to me like that. Like, I will talk to you how the fuck I want to talk to you.
Right.
Because at this point, your job is now in my hands.
Sounds like somebody else we ran with recently.
That's right. So, so what now? I'm like, you are going to put this clean curtain up there. You're going to take the dirty one down. You're going to put it in the bag. I'll be back up to get it. I need to go down and find out what person 8 in room 8 had. And if they had something incredibly contagious, we need to notify the person's doctor.
Damn.
And she's like, and after that, I'm like, after that, it's on the house managers. Your best case scenario is you get fired.
She ended up getting fired.
I was not privy to that information. Of course, Striker's doing more damage than me, so is everybody else. Fucking hell. Except for Fane.
Yeah.
Of course,
Fucking
then
Farrell.
again,
Still trying to figure it out.
yeah, it's alright. Kat plays Pharaoh, and she was telling me that she did a couple putt runs, and like, people are super fucking assholes. Like,
What, people don't like that?
That's
or
a lot of fucking bleeds and buttons compared to my hunter, you know.
yeah, I know. And she likes playing it, and apparently she joined a group where the healer was constantly like wiping the group and it's like making a joke out of it, and she whispered the tanks like, hey, you know, I appreciate you being understanding or whatnot. End of the run, after the last boss, the tank's like, I'm ignoring you. I have no intention on playing with anybody who makes a joke out of this plus. And she couldn't respond because she was already on the door. And she told me, like, I don't know if he got me mixed up with the other druid.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, you know what? Fuck him. You're top DPS. You're understanding. You're not going apeshit over shit, which I normally don't do either. But except for last night. Last night I went apeshit a little bit.
Damn, that's a good way to get those books for the Dark Moon.
Right?
Wait, what books for Dark?
But going back to the story just real quick. Turns out I went to the office and I was talking to a buddy of mine
Those items.
he's black, he's diabetic, he's on dialysis, and he got COVID and he survived it, even though they were like, you know, hey, this is a death sentence. He's like, no, it's just double pneumonia. He's like, I've had double pneumonia multiple times because I got no immune system because I'm on dialysis. I'm like, we thought you were dead the way they were making it sound. Like, no. But if you never had double pneumonia, you might have more of an issue breathing. Like other people are like, no. So I talked to him, and he's like, Tim, are you being serious right now? I'm like, no, 100%. She's like, She did that. I'm like, yeah. So I need to go in the system and find out what this patient had. Because if the patient has something serious, we need to contact the doctor. This can't just be like under the table bullshit.
Right.
And he goes in the system and he's like, okay, the patient was the only suicide watch patient. I'm like, okay, thank God, at least for that. And so he's like, what do you want to do about the nurse? I'm like, Nate? This is a guy up in age. He's had way more experience than dealing with like situations. I'm like, I'm gonna leave that up to you. I'm like, I feel bad for like the nurse who like goes to law school for years and then like fucks up once. And was it fucked up and maybe she like glanced through the rules and regulations or whatnot. I'm like, I don't think you deserve to use your license to practice for that, but like there needs to be some form of discipline action for this, because not only did she not know what she did, but she wanted to give me grief for having an attitude about it. And so yeah, she from what I think the house manager told me, she was terminated, but it wasn't reported to state. I'm like, okay, I'm happy with that. Like, she's gonna be working here. Oh, wow, Fane, you're already 67. Weren't you like 63 when you joined?
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah.
Levels.
I need to level my fucking Demon Hunter. Get him up to 60.
Yeah, that shit's fucking fast.
Like I told you, Striker, I'm like, do Legion until you're about 33 or 34. The introduction into World of Trainer will get you up by about 3 levels. Just the introduction, like the invasion stuff, the story stuff, before you even get sent over to Frostwolf Post. Once you get sent over there, you go to Spirus of Iraq. Get the 20% SP boost. That should get you up to more or less 50 level 50.
Don't forget to collect all your regions and shit. That shit sound like cakes.
Good point. Fane's got a good point.
I like those cloth. All that cloth that we've been collecting. I just been selling it. It's selling.
So
It's not much, but I mean something while we're running them anyways, you know.
Striker was saying like he didn't think he could reach like 60 within like the time walking around. I'm like, it's 2 sit downs. More or less.
Yeah, I've been clocking it. It was I think 32 minutes per level. Now that it's higher up, you know.
Fucking crazy.
So about 2 runs.
Yeah. Well, you imagine if this was Mr. Pandera, because Mr. Pandera, like some of those runs are anywhere from 7 to 5 minutes.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, the brewery is 3 pools. That's it.
Damn.
Skullman, 5 pools with 5 bosses. Jade Temple, you guys all go to the water boss. I will cut through the library and we'll meet up in the core part. Because by the time you finish with the water boss, I killed everything in the library, including the boss.
Damn.
Split up.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it's so yeah, this doesn't have any skippable bosses, but it has a lot of fast runs.
Yeah, lights out, I'm the end of it. Yeah, lights out, I'm the end of it. When I black
Yeah,
out, I'm
Striker, I would suggest trying to level up the bar.
the end of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Finisher. You started, I finish it.
Not that I'm pressuring you or anything. Just-
No, I'd like to.
like,
Yeah.
this is a very good run, like time walking to level up it.
Yeah, it really is.
And
I really
told-
don't feel like doing all the quests again.
Yeah, trust me. You saw how many
16,
fucking things I
17,
have.
3 times now.
I know. But I think I even told Zelda, I'm like, when it comes to time walking, trying to get like around, Mr. Pandera is probably the best one to do that in. Just because nothing's skippable, but everything's super quick.
Yeah, you're probably getting more bosses per minute in.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Like in Skolamass,
Sorry,
it's
Mac.
like 4 minutes and 59 seconds for 5 bosses. That means I'm engaging a boss with the ads every minute. Oh yeah, it's crazy in there. Sorry. Sorry. Fane, you died?
Yeah, I pulled dumb shit, but I just made sure I killed myself.
Ah,
Didn't
fuck.
bring it to you guys.
Fane never dies.
Right.
Like,
Not on my hunter, I got faint death.
well, even on your hunter, it's like I more or less ignore you as a DPS because I'm like, he can take care of himself. Like, I don't need to worry about you at all. But yeah, that's some stories from the hospitals, from frontline workers. They've done a lot of bullshit that the rest of the population.
Yeah, that's fucked up. That's super
It's
stressful.
super fucked up.
You ever thought about just becoming a nurse so you can tell them off, you know? Or be their boss, you know?
I don't think I would be their boss as a nurse. Oh, but in the ICU units on the doors, they ask you not to record anything for the patient's privacy, right? That's not why that's there. They don't want you recording the fact that there's biohazardous boxes outside of patient rooms on the floor. That's what it is.
Damn, that's fucked up.
It's super.
You guys have free healthcare still up there, don't you? Or
We don't. When you mean free healthcare? If we
don't
pay
you get
for
free healthcare in
Oh,
Canada?
No. Oh no, I was making a joke earlier, brother. I live in St. Louis, Missouri. I don't think there's a St. Louis in Canada.
Oh,
but
Jesus.
yes, you are absolutely right. Because Super Best Friends or the Switcher on YouTube, they've openly said like, "Oh, yeah, we have free healthcare in Canada, but we have."
Yeah, the whole time I'm thinking you're actually in Canada.
Oh my bad.
No, you're good.
No, I'm in St. Louis, Missouri.
Hell yeah.
I do not know how to speak French, which is weird that a lot of Canadians.
You eat some? Do you guys eat the crawdads down there too?
What, St. Louis?
Yeah.
We don't eat the crawdads, but we eat what the crawdads catch.
You know, some catfish.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, we got some big ones up here. Just channel cats though.
I was talking about fishing earlier tonight. And somebody asked me, it's like, because my dad used to have a boat. I'm like, well, the whole reason the boat got like degraded is because somebody stole the engine. I'm like, if I bought my father a new boat, which I kind of have a mind to do, because it would only take about 1 or 2 paychecks of me doing like 4 hours of overtime to buy a decent one. I'm like,
Do it up, man.
If I do that, then like I would have to. Oh fuck me, we're on this part. Okay, everybody back.
Flip some shit.
Everybody
Flip some
back.
shit, then you'll be able to get in a couple of days.
I've done like what's that? 21 days of work straight. I'm like, I don't mind work in general. My boss more or less leaves me alone.
Damn. Yeah, see, I do those auctions and I do garage sales and shit. And
Oh fuck.
I like that as a side gig. I usually make about like 2 to 3 grand a week.
Bro, are you the person that sends out the auction prices?
No, I just go to them and buy up everything.
Okay, so you're like garage war shit on A&E.
Yeah, you know, like
Alright.
storage war or
Yeah,
storage war.
Storage, my bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually attended one of those over the summer.
I'm like, I don't have the mindset for it. I'm like, I'd be like, I could be playing this playing for something else. But
Yeah,
like,
real estate's good too. I just started getting into that. Bought 2 houses about a year ago.
well, Nate, the buddy of mine, it's like diabetic and dialysis I was talking about. Like he does a lot of that. He served in the military, so he gets like a monthly check and whatnot. And he's just like, he would bring stuff that wouldn't be getting sold in his convenience store. It's like, hey Tim, you want this? You like Mountain Dew? I'm like, hey, this is a different type. It's not really selling in my store. You can have it. It's about to go bad. I'm like, cool,
Hell yeah.
thank you. Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you find a lot of cool shit. I got Mike Tyson's glove. I got Friday 13's machete.
Oh man,
wow.
this guy had a real. Oh my god, I'm falling apart. He had land that was like really good land. Like people wanted to buy this land to basically put like a golf course out here. And
Oh
it's like,
shit.
oh my bad, I didn't even see you guys pull this. But it was like land in a good location. There was like a pond and whatnot nearby, so they wanted it for a golf course. And he's like, I'm not selling it to you. And so they took it to court and they sued him because they're like, well, he didn't acquire the land properly, or
Yeah, public domain bullshit.
yeah, bullshit like that. I'm like, I fucking hate shit like that. Where they were talking to his ex-wife, and they were surprised his ex-wife wouldn't sell him down the river. His ex-wife's like, no, he's a sweetheart. It's just we can't stand each other.
Hey.
And they're like, what? It's like, yeah, he's a good man. It's just me and him don't get along.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, it happens like that, but they're
That's-
mutual. That's good.
That's not what they were looking for. They were looking for any sort of like, would you say that
Oh,
he hit
leverage,
you?
yeah.
Yeah. Anything to try and make him have a black eye. And she wouldn't. I'm like, good on her. Good on her.
We're all in.
Okay, well, you're on. Okay. Thank you, Striker. I was
Oh,
about
it's
to do
nuts
that.
what they're trying to get away with too.
But they constantly try to make him look worse than he is. And I'm like, he's not a bad guy. And when that failed, they tried to freeze his bank assets. And I loaned the guy like a couple $1,000 just to kind of get him through shit.
Right, right.
And we paid some of it back. It's like, I'm like, Nate, you don't want anything else. I'm like, you've already given me like a shit ton of stuff from your convenience store. It's like, well, no, that doesn't really count. Like, you know, that stuff was about to go bad. I was just, you know, it's not really selling. Like, you're doing me a favor if you're taking that off my hands. Otherwise, I gotta like pay a fucking trash company to pick all of this shit up. Whatever. So I'm like, you know what? You know how you can prevent me? It's like, how? I'm like, when I start looking for a house, help me out, because I don't really know the areas. And because you have a bunch of properties, you have a better idea about areas. And so when I started looking for a house to buy, I'm like, man, this one looks really good. It's like, Tim, it needs a lot of work done. I'm like, yeah, but like I can YouTube all that. Like laying wooden floors down, like that doesn't take that much work. Like it's just people don't want to do it because it does take some work. It does take some learning, but you can do it yourself. I'm like, and it's my house, so like if I fuck up, like fuck it, I'll redo it later.
Right, right.
So
Yeah, people don't realize how easy it is to do all that, you know?
well, because there was like this nail gun for wooden floors, and it's like, okay, the wood floors, you want everything separated and like mixed up, so you don't want like a pattern that's recognizable when you're changing floors. You want it to look natural. And there's this nail gun. Hold on, I need to take a swig.
Does anyone need this orb real quick, by the way?
Oh, I did. Yeah, I'll do it another time this week though.
No, do you want it?
Oh, orb. I'm sorry. No, I've got that orb.
The orb of sin?
Yeah, I've got that. There's a fucking quest where you have to go watch the cinematic at the scrying orb, like halfway through the dungeon.
Oh.
I'll have to do that another time. Sorry. Anyway.
It's alright. But I'm like, man, I really like this house. Like, it doesn't. It's one story, but it's got a basement. It's got a really nice basement. I'm like, my father knows how to put in insulation and whatnot. Me and him work together, and we can get the basement into basically a whole nother level. I'm like, I really like that. He's like, Tim, you don't want to live there. I'm like, what do you mean? It looks really nice. It's affordable. It's only like 30,000. So,
Damn.
it's a fixer upper, but it's like you start with one room, right? You work a lot of overtime. You get
Oh
the
yeah,
money,
you
and
can't
then
build a pyramid overnight.
yeah, you just work on one room at a time. Of course, on my first room is gonna be the bedroom because that's where I'm spending most of my time. It's like, no, Tim, you don't understand, bro. And he's just like, just pick something else. You don't want that area. I'm like, but I do. I'm like, this is a nice area, right? He's like, no, it's a bad area. And so he kept refusing to tell me why it was a bad area, and I kept pressing him all night. And it's like over hours, like anytime I talk to him. And then he's like, Tim, people in that area, they don't like people like you. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, they're not tolerant to white people. I'm like, are you being serious right now? He's like, yes. He's like, I don't want you getting robbed or killed or anything like that. But people in this area, they hate people like you. He's like, I will help you find another area that's more like to what you're looking for, but you cannot move into an area like this. He's like, I will not let you move into an area like this. I'm like,
Damn, at
wow,
least he's looking out for you.
right? I'm like,
It's like those houses in Chicago where they're selling them for $1, but nobody wants to buy them because they get stripped
it's
out.
mm-hmm. Your AC can just get told
Oh,
stolen.
they take all they take all your copper.
Oh
You
yeah,
try and buy the house for $1, you try and fix it. Well, they're gonna go in and steal it.
my father works in heat and cooling. Like he's like, people steal ACs and shit for copper, and then
Oh,
they
there's
just
so
sell it
much
for
in them
scrap.
too.
So it's like
That's nuts how much copper's in an AC unit.
a dad that knows how to work in that sort of field, and me who's like, there's a nail gun that basically you just hit it with a hammer and it puts the nails in to the wooden floor. I was like, it's really easy. It's just a lot of people don't know how, and then like, I know people who know how to do that and can teach me that or help
Oh
me
yeah,
do
if
it.
both the
Like, yeah,
if it's all structural good, you can put on that stuff that just goes over it.
oh yeah.
The laminate and shit or the snap in place. Those are nice.
So I wanted to do something like that. I was like, okay, I want a house that's just my house, but I also want to like try to flip things. But apparently, while I might know how to do this and that, I don't know the areas.
Yeah, that's key. That's key. Try and look at like last sold houses and shit like that.
And it's like, just because you can buy this house for a good price doesn't mean you should.
Yeah, there's always a reasoning.
Like, this area might be high on gang violence or something like that, or no businesses want to move in, or some bullshit. Alright, I'm gonna pause for a moment after this boss fight to put on another playlist.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in the flooring industry actually, and
Striker, are you
that.
serious?
Mhm.
Alright, I didn't even realize that, man.
Yeah, and the we call it luxury vinyl. It's like vinyl planks. That's exactly what he was talking about. What Fang was talking about, like that vinyl plank that looks like wood, but it's vinyl. It's really popular.
I think
Yeah, it just snaps
that
in,
might
right?
be
My
what we're
my
talking
buddy, he
about.
just my buddy just did that for his house, and
Yep.
he's dumb as a doorknob. He doesn't know how to do much, but he did that no problem.
Some of it even comes with the
Instruction
underlayment.
manual.
Well, yeah, that too. But some of it even come like normally you'd want to put a padding underneath for for
Yeah,
sound
well,
and also for warmth
heat.
or what do you
Yeah,
call it, insulation. Yeah, and a lot of it comes with the padding attached already. Like,
Yeah, the one he got is
really?
super slick. It's like a foam back and shit.
yeah,
I didn't realize that some of them comes with the pattern attached to them. I
yeah.
thought
It
like
just makes it easier.
the person that I'm watching on YouTube or had watched on YouTube is like you gotta also account for your baseboards. You don't want to like push your stuff up to the point where you can't even apply your baseboards, and you also want to make sure your padding is as flat as can be before you start applying your wood and your nails. But
You also want that wiggle room for expansion and contraction in like winter and summer.
yeah,
But I mean that's when your base comes in. The baseboard will cover up the little gap.
yeah. So it
There you go.
sounds like a lot of us like do more or less like home improvement sort of stuff.
Oh, so
Yeah, I went to a
I don't
school for
actually do the
electrician.
labor. I do like data entry and shit like that, but like it's a small business and
Striker,
I
shut
know
the
how to
fuck
do
up.
shit. I mean, yeah, dude, I'm fucking manly, dude.
Man,
You don't even
okay.
know, dude. I went to I went to Lowe's the other day and I bought a toolbox and I felt like such a man buying a toolbox, but it's actually just to hold my magic cards. So I mean,
Jesus, there you go.
Striker, come on, man. It's just hold my magic. I can't with you right now. Get the fuck out. It's just hold my magic.
That's
it's,
awesome.
it's not like I don't do home improvement shit. I'm a homeowner, so like you got to know
Well,
how to do shit. But
Striker, have you ever picked up a toolbox and it's like picked up the wrong toolbox? It's like, oh fuck, I gotta go back
Shit, that's not my
downstairs.
nail gun. That's my magic card.
I mean, they weigh the same, so it's hard to believe, but yeah.
Which is
My
sort of
buddy, a
bullshit.
couple years ago, he had the opportunity to buy a Black Lotus for $600, and he
Oh,
turned it down.
oh
Now
my
it's like a
god.
$50,000 card.
Yeah, I was
Yes, it is.
about to say.
Yeah, the dude is gonna sell them for $500.
That's great,
I
man.
was telling Striker not that long ago. I'm like, my mother gave like all my brothers like magic cards way back. What the fuck happened to you guys?
You gotta one shot, yeah. You gotta get way the fuck back.
She gave like all the magic my brother's magic gathering cards to my nephew. I'm like, what? Why? She said, well, he wanted them. I also wanted them, and this was like 20 or plus years before, right? This is when Magic the Gathering is still kind of taking off. This
Right.
is like Yu-Gi-Oh, but like Yu-Gi-Oh Season 1.
Yeah, that's what I like. I like Yu-Gi-Oh, and I got a couple Pokemon. I got 35 different Charizards.
But
Oh,
she gave away a shit ton of his cards. I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, he wanted them. I'm like, do you know how much these cards are gonna sell for down the road?
yeah. It's nuts, man. Even current
It,
cards are expensive, man. I went to a pre-release event last week, opened a pack, just one pack, and it had a $40 card in it, and that's a brand new pack.
Fuck
that
yeah. Well, that ninja set